Good morning, good afternoon, Facebook goers. How is everyone? Go ahead and get on, give me a thumbs up, give me some hearts, give me some likes, give me whatever you got on this Friday, this Tan-Fastic Friday. We are going to do a spray tan because I think I started a trend on Facebook among all of the Younique presenters. Sometimes, we have so many different products in our makeup bag that we fail to realize that there's a lot of different products that we can be selling and most importantly, sharing to our customers. And the other day I was feeling a little bit pasty white and I decided to get out my spray tan, posted a picture, and I think you guys will all agree, there's quite a few people doing tanning pictures now, right? I think I started a trend, so pat on the back for Jess Parizek here. But I have my sunglasses on because it's time to get tan. And so many of you guys have messaged me that you're scared to death to do spray tan, right? You're scared that you're going to get those streaks. You're scared you're going to look like a big orange. And I'm here to tell you that the new Beachfront Self Tanning Spray from Younique is going to be your best friend. It is foolproof. You're not going to stink, okay? You're not going to have someone walk past you and they're going to go, oh my gosh, she stinks like she's been living in the sun, or what does she have on her? But this stuff is seriously going to be your best friend. It's foolproof, like I mentioned. It doesn't stink. It's not going to give you that orangey tone. It blends in really, really nice. For someone like me, a couple years ago, I was diagnosed with a melanoma on my stomach, and I had to have it removed. And at that point in my life, I decided and made a big choice that sunblock was number one, and also that I needed to really limit, and actually I eliminated tanning booths. Not saying that they're bad. They do have their benefits to some people and everything like that. I don't want all you tan owners to come and jump my crap, thinking that I'm saying don't go to tanning beds. But what I am saying is it's time to take care of your skin. And sun is very, very harsh on your skin at times. And we don't want any more wrinkles than we are given. And if we can do anything to make us look good and prevent those things, that's what we need to do, right? So let's get busy. Let's get rid of these sunny sunglasses here. Where are they? Let's get rid of them. Woo, that's even scarier. Woo, that's super scary. So, couple things when you're starting off here. And I actually have this flipped so that you guys can see the writing on some different things. So if I'm going like this in the pictures, bear with me. I'm trying to get it in the camera view. But what I start off with to protect the undersides, whoops, there we go, there's my hand. To protect the undersides of my hands, I always wear gloves, okay? Because the underside, there we go again, the underside of your hands have a tendency to get orange, right? And we want to prevent that. We don't want anyone to know that you truthfully didn't just get back from a trip from Mexico. We want them to think that you've been sitting on the sandy beaches, okay? So, with that being said, I just bought some gloves. I think they were at Walmart and they were super cheap, and 100 of them, come on, I'm not going to go through 100 gloves, right? The next thing that I did before I ever do any of this skin stuff, the self tanning, is I always exfoliate my skin, and Younique has a pore purifying cleanser, which is my best friend. You can see it's almost gone because I use this every single day, twice a day. So it has little teeny beads inside of this stuff. I don't know if you guys can get a close up there. Do you see those little teeny blue beads? So it has a lot of awesome properties in this, and it's going to exfoliate your skin, leave it nice and soft. It's going to clean your skin, but it's not going to make it feel like it's so clean that you want to itch your face off, okay? So we're going to take that off my hand there. Okay, so we've cleaned our skin. We then can go in with our detoxifying mask. And if you guys haven't seen this detoxifying mask before, this is your best friend. This is the stuff that you put on your face. It's black. It fizzles out all of those imperfections on your skin, gets rid of all the toxins. This stuff is going to be your best friend, and it's going to prepare yourself to have the best tanning experience possible. So am I saying that you absolutely need the pore purifying cleanser and the detoxifying mask? No, I'm not saying that, but if you want to look as good as what I'm going to look like, you might as well give it a try, because of the fact these two products alone are going to make you look awesome no matter what, okay? So you might want to get with your Younique presenter and check these two off of your list. Okay, so how do we apply it, right? You guys are all probably freaking out going, do I rub it in? Do I brush it in? Do I use one of those mitts? Do I get one of those super soaker sprayer things that I have to do on my body kind of thing, right? You're probably all freaking out. Well, I love Younique's makeup brushes. They're synthetic, they wash up really good, and I actually use them with my tanning stuff because I can use them, wash them, and use them for my makeup, okay? So, kill two birds with one stone, right? Yep, we gotta have this brush, the liquid foundation brush for our liquid foundation. Might as well get it to do your spray tan as well. And maybe you'll like the liquid foundation brush. Maybe you will prefer the blusher brush. The blusher brush has more of an angle to it. Maybe you're like some people that like the powder puff brush, which is like a bigger powder brush that you could do all over your face. I personally have really enjoyed the liquid foundation brush, especially on my face, because I feel like I can get in all these little nooks and crannies and through my eyeballs and all through this area. I can blend it up in my hairline. I can get inside of my ears. Don't forget your ears, ladies. We don't want you walking around with a super tan face and super pasty white ears, okay? And then also, don't forget to go behind the ears, okay? So these are all just little tips and tricks that I'm telling you because, again, we want this to be a secret. We want people to think that you just got done sitting in paradise, sipping on your coffee cup. Speaking of coffee, let's take a drink before we get started because we're going to show you this, right? That's hot. That's hot. So I personally feel like I still have a pretty good glow to me because I did this about a week ago. Like I said, I wash my face and I use the pore purifying cleanser every single day. So that is exfoliating my face and that's taking away from my tan every single day that I use it, okay? So places like your face that you exfoliate more, you might have to do this more often. I got by with about a week, okay? Places like my legs and my backside and things like that that I don't really even look at very much, yeah, those things don't get exfoliated very much. Hold on. And I don't need to tan them very much because nobody's looking at them this time of the year, right? Okay, so let's put on the gloves. Oh, I forgot to mention too, there are these little beachfront body applicator foam pads that work really good too with lotions and things like that. So I probably should have mentioned that. We have a spray tan, like a tanning spray, and then we have a tanning lotion. And then and both of those are like semi-permanent, okay? Meaning that they take about a week or so to wash off. And then we have the body bronzing lotion, which is temporary, meaning you put it on and as soon as you wash your face, it washes off. With the body bronzer, we have one for light, which is Sunset, and we have one for medium, which is Hermosa, I believe. And then the darkest one is Malibu. I think that's how it goes. Sunset, Hermosa, Malibu. I think that's the right order. If not, I'll post it in the comments below. But if you're one of those people that's scared to spray tan, you just want to do a little bit of color for the day, wash it off, the body bronzers are going to be your best friend, okay? So, should we get started? You guys want to see this? I'm scared to tell you that you're going to see my nasty legs and we're going to do my face, okay? So like I mentioned, I already feel like I'm pretty tan right now. Like I have a good glow to me. I'm usually kind of tan already just because of my heritage and things like that, my nationality. So I'm going to put the gloves on, and some of you guys are going, well, how do you do your hands then? Trust me, don't get ahead of yourself here, girls. We're going to get you covered. So I'm going to put those on. I have little teeny hands, so this is sometimes hard for me. I should have got the kids' size. But what I like to do for my face is I take the brush and I spray directly onto the brush, okay? Some people will mist across their face. The only thing I don't like about that is sometimes when you do the mist, it's not an aerosol, it's an actual like pump spray. Sometimes it'll leave dots almost in a sense, and I got enough dots on my face. I don't need any more. And so for me, this has worked better. So we're going to take it, there we go, and I'm just gonna spray directly on my brush, just like this, get it nice and good and wet, and I focus on one side of my face at a time. So I'm gonna look in that mirror up there, and I usually just start here, and I blend in circular motions. Make sure to get all those little creases up through my eyes, underneath my eyelids, in through my hair, all the way up through my hair, up through my eyelid. See, it's not that I'm blending this in really, really hard. I'm gonna pull this up in through my hairline. Guys, you don't want your face to look like and in through your ears, okay? And back up around your ears, okay? You don't want it to look like your makeup, like those people that you see that don't have good color matching skills, that buy foundation and it doesn't match and it stops at their hairline. Blend that sucker in there, okay? Now, if you have blonde hair, maybe do a trial of this because I don't want you staining your hair. I don't think it's going to, but just be careful, okay? So I'm gonna take a couple more sprays then on my brush. Okay, same thing. Start over here and go just kind of fast. Blend it all up in through that hairline. Don't forget your eyelid. And I love the way that this brush feels because I literally can just glide it over my face, underneath the jaw here. And literally a couple sprays does my whole face. Don't forget to get in there, okay? Don't forget to get in there. But in through the eyelids and the corners, okay? And you just want to make sure that you get a really good coat. Maybe one more spray here. I'm going to start going down the backside of my neck now. And just circular motions. I sound like an opera singer. Okay, just in through there, spray a little bit more. Okay, just more underneath here. Up and through that hairline in the back. There goes my ponytail. There we go. Okay, up and through the back there. And I just kind of go really fast. And then start bringing it down my neck. Okay. So, then I'm going to take this again and just kind of come down even more on my collarbone line. Sure to get that neck and behind those ears and inside the ears. Okay. You guys like that nice scrape? Yeah, I totally am so short that I am the same eye level as shopping carts at Walmart, obviously. I'm learning. And I bent down to take my soda and put it in my backseat of my truck, and my sunglasses totally smoked the handlebars of the shopping cart. Who can say that they can do that? Just Parizek can. So, let's do the blusher or the powder puff brush now. And I'm just going to do here. And I like to wear like a tank top, like a dark colored tank top. We do have girls that say that they put it on even with white and it doesn't stain. However, I'm going to tell you, I want you to be happy. If you're wearing your favorite white tank top, I don't want you to ruin it and hate me, okay? So, again, we're just going to take the powder puff brush. Few little spritz on top, and you'll notice when you're doing this that sometimes it's getting on your hand here. So that's again why we wear gloves. Okay, and I'm just gonna take this and blend it all through this area, and this covers a lot of ground, okay? Especially when you're part of the itty bitty titty club. Okay, so again, you just rub it all through the back. Okay, and you don't, the biggest misconception with this stuff, guys, is that you have to, like, rub it so hard that it sinks into your skin. You don't, okay? Just a nice little dusting all over. You do not have to okay? So then let's do some more on this. Ready for it? Oh yeah, don't forget those armpits. Okay, so we're gonna go in through here. Get my shoulders. I need to start lifting weights. Okay. Sometimes now for my arms and stuff, I will directly spray, especially if I'm using the powder puff brush. So I'm just going to go spritz, 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 spritz all the way down. You can kind of see that it leaves a little bit of a bronzing effect, and then just blend. Okay. And I always do the top side, oops, backwards, this side, and this side, and that side, okay? So you literally have like 4 areas of your arm. The top side, the inner, the outer, and the underneath. Don't forget the underneath, okay? So again, we're gonna spritz this a little bit. Again, underneath. And I like to do circular motions so that if I'm doing just straight, then that's where you get the streaky lines, okay? So we're gonna blend it in circular motions. And all the way up. Hello, jiggle arms. Okay, and then a couple sprays and the back side. Okay, and you gotta be kind of acrobatic to do this stuff. You gotta be kind of acrobatic because of the fact that literally there's lots of different parts that we don't want you to miss. Okay? All right, so I'll go back and do my other arm at a later time today. I just want to keep this short. Let's go to the legs. You guys ready for the legs? Let's go in the bathtub. Oh yeah, this is where I do my tanning for my legs, is in my bathtub. Okay. So, whoops, suppose we better take off the camel slippers and let's get started. So, one thing, might as well sit in the bathtub, right? One thing, oops, I got crap flying everywhere. One thing you don't want to do is get the bottom of your feet. See, yeah, that looks kind of gross because that's still, again, from the other day when I did my stuff. So it will do this if you're standing in a bunch of the solution, okay? So make sure to exfoliate, take a pet egg, whatever kind of thing, and get it going. But honestly, all you gotta do is take this, and places like your knees and around your toes, you don't want to put a lot of product down there, okay? It's just like basically right now, if I have the stuff on there already that is from leftover, I just want to gently go across my feet. Okay, you don't need a lot. So again, we're gonna take this powder puff brush, spritz, and I do this in my bathtub so that I don't get it everywhere. And literally, we're just going to go like this. And it will, see how that made it look kind of tan already? That kind of gives you a guide of where you're going, okay? So don't be alarmed by that if you're using that. And when it comes to your ankles, you just kind of lightly go over them again, okay? Just kind of lightly mist those toes and all the way down around the foot there. Really simple, okay? But, oh, son of a, this is hard. Okay, so again, sometimes you can mist, but again, it will leave those little spots, so make sure to go in and start blending. Okay, and when you get to your knee, after you've done a section, then get to your knee and just go over the top of it really quickly, because your knees and your ankles and your toes and stuff are going to soak up the most product. Okay? Whew! Goodness. Any questions? Whew, that was a workout trying to hold my legs up in the air. So now, oh, I forgot to show you. 1 second. So this is my trick. After I have done the one arm, then I will take my writing hand, take off the glove on that hand, on the other hand, spray really quick, And then take it, let it dry out if it's sweating like mine, okay? And then just kind of go over the top of it. Brush those fingers. Again, staying away from the underside, okay? So just a little bit here. Brush through the sides of those fingers. That's it, guys. We're done, okay? Whew. Michelle, your question, will you post a pic once it dries and the color later? It takes about a full 24 hours for you to really see the dramatic effects of this. Now, right now, I don't know with the lighting in here, you can't even tell, truthfully, on my arms right now that I have anything over on this side versus anything on this side. It just looks wet or moisturized, kind of, in a sense. And so the one thing that people freak out about right away is that they wake up the next morning and they feel like they're orange. Like, usually I do this at nighttime, but I'm gonna be around my house today and I don't really care. So I've already had my skin exfoliated. Make sure if you don't have one of those loofahs that you exfoliate your skin before you do this, okay? And make sure it's really moisturized. But they'll wake up and they'll go, oh my gosh, I'm super, super orange, and they panic. All you have to do is take a shower, because this stuff actually has a bronzing agent in it. So during the day or after you put this on, it's gonna start to make you look tan, but some of that stuff is going to wash away, okay? Okay? Any questions about that? And I am going to do this side too, because I do actually have to go out in the world. And so I know that probably I would be daring enough to not do one arm and just tan my other arm. But I do have some pictures from me doing this earlier last week so that you can totally see the difference. And truth of the matter is, folks, I don't come on Facebook Live to sell you a bunch of bull crap, okay? Like, it either works and I come do this, or it doesn't work and I'm straight up and I tell you it doesn't work. And so if I'm going to have the world of women go out and purchase this spray tanner and tell you that it works, okay? I'm very, very self-conscious of what I look like when I go out into the world. And I tell you what, I am not going to have people make fun of me for looking like an orange. And this doesn't do it, okay? Let's see if there's any other questions. I don't think so. It usually lasts, like I mentioned earlier in the video, if you want to catch up from the beginning, if you're exfoliating your skin, especially us women, we should be washing our face twice a day, morning and night, okay? And if you're exfoliating a lot, I would tend to say about a week on your face. I've started to notice that it's diminishing a little bit on my face. And if it's on things like your legs and your butt and your tummy and things like that that nobody really looks at, and you don't really exfoliate a whole lot, it probably could last quite a bit. In fact, my leg that I haven't done yet is still actually pretty tan for being in North Dakota, I feel, okay? So again, let's recap. Different brushes that you can use. I used the liquid foundation brush on my face, the powder puff brush for my chest and things like that. I could have also used it across my face if I wanted to. I personally like this one better because I really want my face to look the best, right? Like, I want to make sure that my face gets covered. And so I use the liquid foundation brush or the blusher brush, okay, to make sure to go in those areas. Don't forget the ears. Don't forget the hairline. Don't forget your neck. Don't forget around the backside of your ears. Okay, I'm off to drink coffee. Talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Please share.